Thanks for joining us for the second half hour of WTA 9 News at 4. I'm Tanya Carter.
And I'm Craig Ford. We begin with a look at coronavirus cases county by county. Lee County still leads the area for the entire pandemic. The latest numbers from the Mississippi State Department of Health put the tally in Lee County at 9,687 cases. Pontotoc County is at 4,088. Greene County moving closer and closer to 4,000 cases. 6,022 coronavirus cases in Lowndes County. That's the lead in the Golden Triangle and the surrounding counties. Tubehoga County's tally is now up to 4,413. The highest coronavirus count in the Oxford area is Lafayette County. It's now up to 5,733 cases. Second in this part of the area is Marshall County, 4,031 in this count. And Franklin County leads the four counties in West Alabama. The Alabama Department of Public Health fits the count there, 3,991. Lamar County on the low end at 1,328.
Well, Johnson & Johnson received approval for emergency use of its coronavirus vaccine over the weekend, and today the company started shipping its vaccine. The company says it's ready to send some 4 million doses this week. Each white box contains 10 vials of vaccine, and each vial has 5 doses. By the end of the month, Johnson & Johnson plans to have some 20 million shots delivered and 100 million doses by the summer. And as of Monday, nearly 77 million doses of the coronavirus vaccine have been administered in the United States. That's according to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Monday's numbers are about 1.7 million doses higher than the day before, making for a 7-day average of more than 1.8 million doses per day. More than 15% of the population received at least one dose of vaccine. Nearly 8% are fully vaccinated with both shots. And today is another great milestone in the battle against coronavirus. It was 1 year ago on February 29th that the first coronavirus death in the U.S. was reported by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Now, the victim was in Washington State. At that time, there were less than 2 dozen reported cases of coronavirus in the country. Since then, the nationwide death toll in the United States increased to more than 500,000 attributed to the virus.
The Food and Drug Administration authorized another at-home coronavirus test for emergency use. The federal agency greenlit the Quidel QuickView at-home coronavirus test. The nasal swab test is for someone experiencing symptoms. It can be used on patients as young as 8 years old. QuickView test, you do not have to send out the test results. The company said it just takes 10 minutes to get the results. Colored lines on a test strip indicate if you are positive or negative, similar to some home pregnancy tests. The CDC will impose travel restrictions for 2 African countries dealing with outbreaks of Ebola. The agency said travelers from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Guinea will be flying from 6 airports starting this week. The agency said airlines will collect information from all passengers who were either in country within the previous 21 days. That information will then be shared with local health departments and the CDC for monitoring. But the agency added the risk of Ebola to the United States is extremely low. President Biden returns to the White House today to begin a busy week and focus on winning support for coronavirus relief and overhauling the nation's immigration system. Alice Barr has specifics, from the nation's campaign.
Ahead of a virtual meeting today with the President of Mexico, the Biden White House detailing how it plans to reunite migrant families separated under former President Trump.
We will dig out of the cruelty of the past administration.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas announcing parents may be allowed to join their children here in the U.S.
We will explore lawful pathways for them to remain in the United States and to address the family needs.
The administration also vowing to rebuild what it says is a gutted system for legal immigration and asylum. For now, people thinking of traveling to the border are being urged to wait.
We are not saying don't come. We are saying don't come now.
Meanwhile, President Biden meeting virtually with a group of Senate Democrats today as they prepare to take up his $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. The White House pushing for swift passage before key benefits start to expire in 2 weeks.
On March 14th, Around 11 million Americans will start losing their unemployment benefits.
The package narrowly passed the House and fixes a tougher battle in the Senate. To shore up support for the rest of the bill, Democrats now shelving controversial efforts to include a $15 minimum wage. Progressives still want to fight to keep the minimum wage hike in, but the White House and more moderate Democrats don't want to risk holding up the rest of the package. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
A judge ordered a new Democratic primary runoff in Aberdeen for Ward 1 Alderman Nicholas Holiday won over Robert Duvall in the June 16th runoff last year, but Duvall challenged the outcome. The judge found voter irregularities, tossing all the absentee ballots. The judge also ruled there was evidence of voter intimidation at the polls, as well as violations of election security law.
Well, in sports, Inglemark High School will have two teams playing for state high school basketball titles in Jackson on Thursday. The Falcons defeated McEvans this afternoon in Class 1A boys action. They'll face another local team in the title game as Biggersville have no problems with McAdams. The Inglemark girls advanced to the championship with a victory this morning over Hollandale Simmons. West Lowndes will take on the Falcons after knocking Biggersville out of the playoffs. And other local teams in action this evening include the Itawamba AHS boys and the Pontotoc boys and girls, all in the Class 4A basketball playoffs.
The Ole Miss football team is filling out its future football schedule. The Rebels agreed to play a couple of games against BYU. The first will be in Provo, Utah in September 2028. The second will be in Oxford in September 2029. 4:36 on this Monday afternoon. We do a live look at our high-definition Juvenile Tower cam. WTVA meteorologist John DeLucent returns to let us know when the sun will return. He's got a complete look at WTVA severe weather authority forecast.
Plus, students at one high school are getting skills they need to enter the workforce. Stay with us for a sneak peek at this week's Skill to Work segment as WTVA 9 News at 4 continues.
All right, next time is 3922-3922.